So I just came back from RNAQ40. I've not slept. I want to tell you everything that happened before I even sleep. Now, this show, Chris Brown was supposed to come. He didn't come. Shatta Wale was supposed to come. He didn't come. Some fights be pie somewhere. And also Davido performed. Platinumz performed. Sarkodie performed. Stonebwoy performed. A lot of gist that I have for you. The food that they gave us, and the small chops and all the things that were coming. And everybody that was there. I have the food just for you. When I got there, the entrance, the first thing I saw, the way they've divided the whole place, how everything went. Me say, this particular gist, because I was there, this is the first-hand experience that I'm bringing to you on RNAQ40. So watch this video to the end and you will know everything that happened from the beginning to the end.
I have the food just for you.
But before that, remember, if you're in UK, USA, or Canada, you can use Lemfi to send money. Also, if you're in Belgium, Italy, Germany, Netherlands, Spain, Ireland, Portugal, you can also use Lemfi to send money. Lemfi comes with no service charges, no transaction fees, and the best exchange rates. If you're in Europe and you send your first 50 euros, you get 15 euros cash back. If you're in UK and you send your first 50 pounds, you get 10 pounds cash back. And if you're in USA or Canada and you send your first $100, you get $20 cash back. And you can only get this cash back if you use my promo code Headless. Now let's get into the gist. Let me tell you what happened at RNAQ40.
I'm the Headless YouTuber, there's Headless Reactions. Alatiare Yanko!
Mamindi cake kaka. Now, these are some of the things they shared over there. Just, a brochure of, some of the things. But anyway, RNAQ40, the biggest party in Africa 2025 so far. Mr. Richard Niamakwe. And the kind of people that came to this party. Just the Nigerian celebrities alone, RMD came. Rita Dominic came. Iniedo came. Neo Energy from Big Brother Africa came. Eni Olua came. Ramsey Noah came. Just a lot of celebrities from Nigeria came. Also Platinumz from South Africa. Davido from Nigeria and some celebrities, a lot of celebrities from Ghana. Now, first off, when I got to the premises, the first thing I saw was the Bugatti, and they were cleaning the Bugatti.
Sika ofie, sika wa bank, sika ofie, sika.
Now, when I got there, I don't like being late. If you tell me 7 o'clock, I get there at 7. Matcha is 7:15, 7:30. So I got there very, very early. And when I got there, it seemed things were not like ready yet. When I got there, they were cleaning the Bugatti so that when people come, they'll see the Bugatti nice. And the hall was divided into 4. First of all, extra information that I got was that they rented the Independence Square for 25 days. The Independence Square was rented for 25 days. And they used 17 days to build the whole thing that happened at the Independence Square. And the whole place was divided into 4 sections. So the man's name is RNAQ. So the place was divided into RNAQ, but the Q, they changed it into J. So the R was the red section. And the red section was influencers and media personalities. That's where you see people like Gisela, Amabeland, Chidera, Edible, Amaya Odebra, all those people. Yes. So the red section was for influencers and media personalities. Now, when you get to the N, the man's name is RNAQ. The N is the nude section. And the nude section was for family and friends. And then you go to the A, which is the aqua section. That side is where, that's the blue section. And that side is for actors, musicians, and other celebrities. If you go there, you see people like Mr. Drew, you see Lawyer Nti, Ajete Anan, all the Nigerian actors and celebrities that came. A lot of people, Sina Soul. I saw a lot of people over there at the aqua section. And then the Q was changed to gold, and that was the gold section, and that was where the business moguls and VVIPs were at, like the chiefs, the despites, and the sapons, and the East Legon Executive Club, and all those people. They were at the gold section. So the place was divided into 4. So if you go there with somebody and you have the red and the person has the blue, you enter red and the person will enter blue. And every section had a dedicated photo booth. So if you are going to the gold section, the aqua section, the nude section, or the red section, each section had a place for photography and also videography. Video center. Just the whole thing was carefully planned. Everything was top notch. And then when you enter finally, that's when you enter and you go and sit at your respective places. And they had an usher for every table. Table bia usher baku jina ho. So you don't need to go and get up and go to the cocktail bar and go to the food place. No. You just have to tell the usher,
Jack, my cocktail, me pen very strong. Never.
And that was how the whole thing was planned. And if you enter, every section was beautiful. And all the sections, you can see the stage. And they had about 7 DJs and like 3 MCs over there. So we had DJs like DJ Milzy, DJ Wallpaper, DJ Viroski, DJ Faculty, a lot of DJs and a lot of MCs, Kojo Manuel. Just say, the whole thing was planned. Now let's go to what really happened. But before that, I saw Paradise and Adjo Atasha. It's like they've come back together. Hey. Now, when we got to the place, these people know that whenever a lot of people converge at a place, there's always network problems. So you can't tweet, and even when you tweet, it won't go. So they gave me this card. Everybody had this card, and this card had the Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi with the Wi-Fi password and everything on it.
Now, personally, I don't connect to public Wi-Fi because, you know what happens in public.
But anyway, they were so considerate that they had public Wi-Fi. Because even if the network jam, you have to tweet. And the tweet has to go so that the people at home, they will see that RNAQ 40. God damn it. Now, aside that, there were about 10 big screens all over the auditorium or all over the place. So wherever you are sitting, even if you can't see the stage, they were broadcasting live. So you can look on the screen and you see everything clear. You see everything as if they were streaming on YouTube. And yes, they were streaming on YouTube, but you see everything clear on the big screens that were in the auditorium. So no matter where you are sitting, you will be able to see everything very, very clear. Now, one thing I didn't like was that on the invitation, they said that the show will start at 7 p.m. That's what they've written on the invitation. That this show is going to start at 7 p.m. And we sat there from 7 p.m. I'm never late. I don't like being late. I got there around 7:30. And we sat there till 11 before the MCs came. And the MCs were Jocelyn Duma and a certain Nigerian lady called Toke Makunwe. Yeah. So the MCs came around 11. So from 7 to 11, we took some pictures outside and all that. And then after that, we sat down and waited for 4 hours before the show started.
Can we just please settle down?
This is a very important table, I can tell. I'm just going to move close to them and find out what is going on.
Now, when the show started, the birthday boy came around 11:40. MCs came to talk small, they play music small, and then around 11:40, that was when Mr. Richard Niamakwe came. And when he came, the whole place was charged up.
Ladies, please, with a round of applause and all the love you can give, let's welcome the man of the hour, Richard Niamakwe.
Give it up for the man.
About 10 minutes after Mr. Richard Nyamakwe came, Efya came to perform. She was the first performer for the night, and her performance was
Oja, 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 oja.
Until the morning, go on and swim with you until the morning. Have a baby boy with you. Go call him Kwame. Said I wanna make love to you until the dawn.
Now, after Efya performed, about 10 minutes later, when they just played some small music, and then Sefa came to perform, and she also gave an Oja performance.
Let's go!
Oja, 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 oja. Aye.
Now, after Sefa's performance, they played some small music, and then Kidi came to perform. But while all these performances were going on, cocktails were flowing, like cocktails, small chops, some AEB, like things were flowing. Things were just flowing, and then the performances were going on. Kidi came to perform.
Happy birthday, Mr. Play. Move your feeling, move your body to the beat right now. Hey, move your body to the beat right now. Move your body to the beat. Honestly, you took me to prison. I'll give you 1 million reasons why you should be mine. You should be mine.
Oja, 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 oja,
Oja. Yes. Now, after Kidi's performance, they played some music small, and all this while, still now things were coming. Small chops were coming and stuff. Now, after Kidi's performance, before we hear
Can promise.
and then 5-star General Kim Promise came to perform. Now, when Kim Promise was performing, he made some statements in there. Said that no artist has worked more than him. He is the artist of the year. Just he was just throwing some jabs in there. And you know, Kim Promise was not in Ghana. This man flew Kim Promise from USA about 13 hours to Ghana just to come and perform. Now, after performing, Kim Promise is going back 13 more hours to go and continue his USA tour.
I'm at a point in life, if you understand me, just understand me, I'm okay. Hey, I'm okay. I'm okay. Who are you to judge me like saying you people? Come on.
Now, during Kim Promise performance, he invited Mr. Richard Nyamakwe to come on stage because he said that one particular song is Mr. Richard Nyamakwe's favorite song. And that song, the lyrics, I'm at a point in life, if you understand me or not, misunderstand me or not, me, I'm okay. I'm okay. What did I say?
Go down, let's go down. If you think I'm wrong or not, as long as it's what I want, me, I'm okay. Everybody should go down. Because, who are you to judge me like say you the only pass? I didn't love my life, get my peace of mind, I didn't try to survive. We all be sinners, my body, nobody only pass. And my happiness comes first, I never come like to stress. Everybody, una, ooh, I be like, yeah. Pass it up time, una, ooh.
Oja.
So whether you understand him or not, you misunderstand him or not, you are judging him or not, he doesn't care. All the people who are writing on social media, and this man has money and he doesn't know how to use the money, or say,
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Now, after Kim Promise performance, they play some music small and then some Caribbean girls be. Some people who were dressed like those Caribbean people, no, they came to do their own performance. Now, right after the Caribbean people performance, then Diamond Platinumz from Tanzania. He too, they flew him from Tanzania to Ghana just for this program. And he also came to perform.
I hope you know say this question where you carry for backy they make me the quick. So what bus? I said I love you my baby, love you my baby, I love you, I love you. I said Platinum, chibudi, no cannabis taga baby.
So while Diamond Platinumz was performing, media was chopping the small chops like this. Media was chopping the small chops.
Now, after Diamond Platinumz performance, Mr. Richard Nyamakwe's friends came to take the mic and they said a lot of good things about him.
You know, Mr. Kwe, you're not just my business partner. You've grown to become my brother, and not just my brother, but my friend, and not just my friend, but my confidant. I share my deepest secrets with you, and you share your deepest secrets with me. But you see, one thing you've taught me is the act of discipline. And we have a plan by June of this year, and you know what I'm talking about. You've taught me how to be disciplined as a man, as a young businessman. I've always had the spirit of entrepreneurship, but it never came alive until I met RNAQ. That is when the entrepreneurial spirit in me emanated and expanded and evolved and became very impactful. So tonight, it's imperative on my behalf, not just me, but my family, I want to say thank you for impacting me in the business world. Not just in North America, we've been to Europe, we've crossed the oceans together, and there's big and better to come. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing, if you don't know, I want to share about Mr. Kwe. Mr. Kwe is the epitome of how to survive when the currents are wild and deadly. And as a matter of fact, Sir Winston Churchill, in closing, said at the end of World War II, he went into Parliament in Great Britain and he said, never give up. Okay. And he repeated, never give up. And finally he said, never ever give up. That is the hallmark of Mr. Richard Nyamakwe. So
after that, Chris B, the pizza man guy, the guy that they went to pitch their business, Chicken Man Pizza Man, to Mr. Richard Nyamakwe, and then he invested in their business. Yeah, they also came to give a very heartfelt testimony about Mr. Richard Nyamakwe.
We were about 99% away from quitting every plan that we had because we tried several times and it never worked. Until we heard someone's radio playing in her room around Tema, talking about someone who has a business and needs an investor, to scale up and whatever. So we picked the number and we called. And trust me, that call till date has been the most important call of our lives. We got to Quick Angels. We encountered Mr. Kwe. For me, I don't call him Mr. I call him Bossu. Because, see, it's not just about the money. There's something there's a vocabulary among us that we say business sense. Business sense. Whenever you have an engagement with Mr. Quay, you leave and you feel like you have all the sense in your world. And you encounter him again and you realize that no, you were very foolish. Now you have gotten another sense. And whenever you encounter him again, you get more and more and more. See, it only takes a certain level of wisdom to keep a business growing. Many people have tried businesses and it ends up failing. So if you see somebody who has built his own business and has helped invest in other people to grow businesses that becomes the talk of the nation, then you should know that it requires a different level of brain to run it. So Bosu, aside the money, any fool can make money. Any fool can make money. But it takes different level of wisdom to make money, to keep money, to grow money, and to invest money into other people. We are so proud of you. Because of this man here, over 2,000 Ghanaian youth have been employed. So imagine we having 10 of Mr. Quay in this country. We will have 20,000 youth employed. And not to brag, Pizza Man Chicken Man is the best paying restaurant in the whole country. Bosu, many check me to check out.
Now, after this, his friends came to gift him.
Why is a butter? The tree will be a same better for my music now. You get my mount, correct, simply the best. You can see a bones to motion. Oh, Beniji say my head trendy mono cry. Fear bakupo, baby bakupo. Tea headless, now be money on my papa.
At this point, if your friends can't buy bicycle for you, you have to think about your life. Oh, think about your life.
Now, after this particular presentation and everything, then King Sarkodie came to perform.
Only Mr. Quay will do this one. We have mini Rapaholic, we have mini Beam Nation Festival, all to celebrate the legendary Mr. Quay. God bless you for just inspiring us, just being an amazing person. You know, I had a conversation with Mr. Quay one day. I'm somebody who thinks about deep stuff a lot, but he said a lot that I'm using to live my life. And I'm honored to be here, boss. God bless you. May you live long till you are tired of this world.
Now, when Sarkodie was performing, it got to a point. Sarkodie was performing, and then Efya came to join him. And then Sarkodie was performing, and Kim Promise came to join him. And then Sarkodie was performing and EL came to join him. Now, after Sarkodie's performance, Stonebwoy also came to perform. Now, Stonebwoy was performing and then got to a point and Stonebwoy said, "Allow me to introduce to you 001 Davido, and then the whole crowd was like,
Oja, 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 oja. Oh, clap for everybody, clap for everybody. Aye.
now this was a very beautiful show. In fact, whoever the coordinators, the planners, everything went so well. The only thing I had a problem with was the timing, because it was supposed to start at 7 and it started at 11, ended around 4:30, almost 5 a.m. But it was worth it because the drinks were flowing. There was nothing like shorting, son. And there was nothing like, oh, there's not, like, they kept bringing things. They were bringing small chops. They were bringing rice inside some packaging B. Then they were bringing kebab. Then they were bringing things. And then the drinks, if you want cocktail, they'll give you cocktail. You want energy drink, they'll give you energy drink. And all the celebrities, think about any celebrity in Ghana. You there think about any celebrity, just think about any celebrity.
That celebrity was there.
Think about any celebrity in Ghana, that celebrity was there. The only person who wasn't there was the president of Ghana and then some few ones. But if you didn't get invitation to this particular program, then I don't know, but maybe in the social media space or in the celebrity whatever space or world, I don't know.
You have to start working harder than you are.
Anyway, so yeah, this is what happened at RNAQ 40. And this was a very nice presentation. I really loved it. And this is exactly the order of program and everything that happened. Now, if you want to watch the full performances and the full videos, they streamed it live. Go to YouTube, go to RNAQ 40. They streamed it live over there. You can go and watch it. But then, this is the order of things that happened that I witnessed and I've come to tell you personally like this. Now, the fight that happened, it was a fight between, should I say it? It was some small fights that happened at some small section between a certain musician and then a certain former musician, because the musician that was involved in the fight owns a club. And then the other person was owing that person, because if he comes to drink in that person's club, he doesn't pay. And when the person saw him and said,
Jack, you are owing me too much. When will you pay?
And then the person who is owing started talking plenty, and then the musician's friends started beating that person. Now that one, I'll bring you that just later. But then, yeah, aside that, the whole program was a success. Shout out to Mr. Richard Niamakwe and everybody who took part in this. Every section had a different vendor, decor person decorating those parts. And the whole thing was so beautiful that I loved it. Now, Shatawale should have performed, but he didn't come. And according to my sources, Mr. Richard Niamakwe was looking for Chris Brown. He wanted to book Chris Brown to come. But Chris Brown had a show and the whole thing wasn't, so he said, okay, everybody should come. That's how come Stonebwoy came. Sarkodie came. Efya came. Sefa came. Kidi came. Platinumz came. Davido came. Shatawale should have come. I don't know what happened and Shatawale didn't perform. But but they had a conversation with him. And I'll bring you that just another time.
Until then, watch other videos on this channel. Tell somebody about Headless. RNAQ40. It was Oja. Yeah, I mean, small chops nekaka. RNAQ40. So I just came back from RNAQ40. I've not even slept. This is the small chops that we got over there. Yapon.